4, verse 1. Blessed be the Lord, my salvation, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight. I've become a warrior. One of hell's biggest threats. I know you probably can't tell by looking at me, but God has taken the worst and made me into one of his best. I've become a warrior. More than a soldier. More than a fighter. The phrase more than a conqueror really has power. I've become a warrior. No retreat. No surrender. The enemy came and pushed my face in the mud, but it's only made me better. I bruised my knees, scraped myself. I've even been through fire as I went through hell. Not just in situations that I've been through, but I've literally been there to snatch souls out. And with the whole armor of God on, I now have my victory shout. I've become a warrior, a secret weapon for Christ. But don't get me wrong, this warrior has not had an easy life. No warrior has. That just simply cannot be. If you want to become a warrior, you're going to have to go through some things. You're going to have to go through training. You're going to have to learn how to fall and get back up. You're even going to have to learn how to bleed and still sing. You're going to have to learn how to cry. Cry until it hurts. And you're going to have to learn that things will never get better until they get worse. You're going to have to learn how to take punches, learn how to pray in the trenches, learn how to run for your life, jump over hurdles and fences. You're going to have to learn how to listen. And you may even be told you're wrong when you're right, but you must go through these things. You must learn how to fight. And fighting is only a part of your training. You must learn how to pray, and you cannot mind waiting, because warriors are not made overnight, not even in weeks or in months, but it takes years, it takes time, and at times in your training you will feel like you're losing your mind. Warriors are made alone. They don't train with anyone else. And with warriors, God tells them secrets they simply cannot tell. He shows them things to come, trusts them with his will, allows them to feel the things that only God himself can feel. Warriors must prove that God is real. And the things that they do, the things that they say, the tears that they cry, the prayers that they pray, warriors are more than churchgoers who go 2 times a week. They wake up warriors every day. And when they don't want to be a warrior anymore, they cannot walk away. It's in their blood, a part of their DNA. They can't live like other people do. Their lives are not their own. And from the moment that they are chosen to be a warrior, a life of warfare is all they'll ever know. Warriors will get their heart broke, but they can't let it show. They'll be used and abused, but they have to let it go. And I've become a warrior. A nobody, once weak and broken, but I've been chosen to be a warrior, and that's what I've become. And let me testify to you that God is faithful to finish the work that he's begun. The best thing about being a warrior, though, is that warriors are victorious before the battle's even begun. I've already won. In Ecclesiastes 9:11, God says in his word that the race is not to the swift nor the battle to the strong. And if you continue, you could read a little later on in Matthew 24:13 that he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. So endurance is the key. So I take the word that God has given me and I eat it all up so I can have strength. And then I look at the cross and I know it's what enables me, allows me, equips me to be a warrior. I imagine the blood dripping down from his crown as I imagine the blood dripping down while Christ was in my place. I realize that it's the only reason that I can have this war paint on my face. He was strung out, naked. You guys know that Christ was naked, right? The church throughout history just covered him up so people wouldn't be offended, right? Well, I need to know that he was naked, that he took on not only my sins, but also my shame, so how dare I be ashamed to stand before you and proclaim his name? Ashamed to even seek his face. He was hung out on the cross. Wow. My God, your fleshly life was lost. Your body bruised, beaten, spit upon, skin ripped from you, thorns pushed through you, just so I could be victorious. Your visage was marred, unrecognizable, so I can be recognized as a warrior. My brothers and sisters in Christ, God died for us. True love was shown with this when Christ died for us. So when I feel like I can't make it, I envision my God hanging there. And I know that he beat all the odds. So the weapons of my warfare are not carnal, but they're mighty through him. Yes. So with all that being said, let us put on the full armor of God and let the warfare begin.